Hello everyone. So I'm going to try and stay on schedule this week. In fact, this should be a bonus video. That's why you're hopefully seeing it earlier in the week. But I just want to film a favorites video. I have been doing a lot of study abroad stuff and some of you guys perhaps don't care about that. So if you don't care about that though, you probably don't care about my favorites, but whatever, I'm going to tell you some of my favorites anyway. I'm taking a break from the glasses today just cause. I really only need them for distance, but I've just been wearing them so much in Copenhagen and traveling and whatnot to see signs that are far away and whatnot, since I'm not super familiar with the area. But okay, you don't care about that. I've got some music favorites, I've got some fashion favorites, some beauty favorites, so a little bit of everything, kicking it old school with a favorites video. Let's start things off with some music stuff. I'm gonna link, as always, a Spotify playlist down below, but there's only like 6 or 7 songs that I'm even mentioning, so I'll also just list them down there as well. But just some stuff I've been listening to as of late. I've been on buses, planes, trains, bikes constantly. So with that, I've always got my headphones in. I'm always listening to something. If it's not a podcast, which usually the podcast I'm listening to is Coffee with Rachel. Still, I've mentioned that as affairs in the past, but what the heck, I'll throw it in again. But I really want to talk about some music I've been listening to. I'll scoot over so we can have some album art. The band Los Campesinos, who I was really into in high school, has released a new album recently called 6 Scenes. And I have a couple songs on this playlist, but my 2 favorites are 5 Flucloxacillin and The Fall of Home, which both of those I believe were singles from the album, but the whole thing is out now if you want to go give it a listen, so there you go. Japandroids also released a new album recently, which is very exciting. They are one of my all-time favorite bands. I'm going to be seeing them here in Copenhagen in April. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to hearing their new album, which is called Near to the Wild Heart of Life. One of my favorites on that is No Known Drink or Drug. If you're into Japandroids, that sort of, I guess I didn't even say the genre of Los Campesinos. They're like indie rock, like a British kind of indie rock, I guess. Brit, pop, I don't know. And then Japandroids is kind of like a lo-fi garage rock type. If you've liked them in the past, this album is no different really, so you'll probably like it again, just like I did. I've got some other random stuff on here that I'm not really going to talk about. I will say, I feel like, I don't know how many times I've talked about the 1975 on this channel, but I really like them. I feel like they're kind of one of those bands that some people maybe don't take seriously, but I don't care. I love a good synthy 80s poppy sounding band, and that is what they are. So they're not that different from anything else you can listen to today, but I don't care. They do it well. And I'm revisiting their self-titled album. I have the song Hard Out on here, but really, I'm not gonna lie, I listen to both of their albums front to back on like a weekly basis. So I like the 1975 guys, okay? I actually was gonna see them here in Copenhagen, but they canceled their show, so that really sucks. Getting into the other favorites, this is one that I actually forgot to mention, but when I was in Barcelona, they had a Muji store, and I really like Muji. If you go on the website Project Just, which talks about how sustainable and how ethical certain brands are, Muji is rated not too badly, so I like to buy from them whenever I can. So it was really nice going to a physical store, but I got some pens and some pencils, but the pens are really my favorite because, as you guys know, rest in peace, my beautiful little feather pen. Do I still have it? I kept its body because I couldn't bear to say goodbye to it. Okay, I just tried to look around and find it. I can't find it, but the point is, these pens, they look like this. I got the 0.38 one, not the 0.5. They've got a ton of 0.5s in there for some reason, but you want the 0.38. It writes just like my old friend did, and I'm really happy about that. I also use this notebook from Muji a lot, but I got this actually not in Barcelona. But I have just been really enjoying taking notes with this. It just writes like a freaking dream. I also picked up a couple of pencils, but these aren't necessarily favorites. I'm kind of just like doing a Muji haul now. They're these ones. I just got them because they're cute and they look wooden. Yep, let's get into some beauty favorites. Although they're not necessarily beauty favorites, they're not makeup or anything. I've been really into the store and Other Stories because we don't have one where I live in the US. They are like a branch of H&M basically, so I feel some type of way about H&M. I still shop there, but we're not gonna get into that in this video. What we're gonna talk about is this body mist and the little nail polish. They don't test on animals in their cosmetic range, so that's really great, and that's why I'm highlighting this stuff right now. This is the Miami Muse body mist, and I have not used a body mist in a hot second, but just being here, I wanted something to make me feel more fun and girly. I don't know. I just didn't pack a lot with me when I came here, so I just felt like picking up something that would kind of lift my spirits every morning when I have to ride my bike at 8 a.m. and get yelled at by angry bikers. Okay, I think I already talked about the time I got yelled at by a biker, but let me just take a second and talk about some other horrendous things that have just happened to me recently on a bike. The worst being on Monday, maybe? Or maybe it was Tuesday. I think it was actually Tuesday. I fell. That was my first time falling on my bike here, and it sucked. It was really embarrassing. I've fallen on a bike before, obviously, several times. I actually have lots of scars on my fingers because I wiped out really bad going down a hill when I was a little kid. But this was like a whole new level because biking in Copenhagen is serious stuff and it just looks really embarrassing when you wipe out and then you speak and then you have an American accent and they're like, oh, the dumb American fell on a bike. So that sucked, and I really busted up my knees and my hands, and my shins. It was bad. But then also the other day, so bike lanes here. There's enough room really for like 3 bikes max if you're pushing it. Some spots only 2, but the area I happened to be at this point in time was 3 spots wide, I would say. And I was going to pass someone, because you pass people here if they're going too slow for your liking. So that's what I was doing, passing a person. And then I feel someone hit me on my side. I turn and look and it's some other woman on a bike who apparently was too impatient with me passing that person because she wanted to pass me. And before I got a chance to get my headphones out and just say something at her, because your girl will say stuff at people like if they are upsetting her. But she got away. So I didn't get to have my little road rage moment, which is probably for the best. But don't touch people, even if they're taking too long. Like, it was literally gonna take me 2 more seconds to pass that person. Keep your hands off of me. That was really frustrating. Honestly, whatever. And I also wanted to talk about this nail polish. I didn't bring any nail polish with me. I haven't been painting my nails honestly for the past like year or couple of years. But again, I just felt like being girly. So I needed this as a sort of therapeutic thing the other day. This is the color Faison Dust. I don't know, but it's like a light pink. It's a color I've had before, but I've gotten rid of most of my nail polishes just with trying to be more minimalist. But what the heck, I picked this up. So that kind of defeated the purpose, didn't it? Oh well, life's too short. Last sort of beauty favorite is this shampoo I've been using. This is from the Body Shop. This is the Rainforest Moisture Shampoo. It's nothing spectacular, but it is cruelty-free, obviously, and I like it because it doesn't dry out my hair. For some reason, even though Copenhagen is humid and raining all the time, I feel like my hair it's actually pretty good today, but I just co-washed it. It gets feeling so dry so quickly. So when I used up the other shampoo I'd been using, I got this guy. Even though I never use shampoo with sulfates, this one just especially doesn't strip my hair, so I really appreciate that. And it smells quite nice. It's got a nice little light sort of, oh, some bubbles just came up. Okay. Didn't mean to get so distracted like that. It's got a sort of fruity scent, but it's not sweet at all. I said at all, so weird. At all. It's not sweet at all. Okay. I'm like going crazy in this video, guys. It's because I haven't just sat and talked to you guys casual, one-on-one in a while, so yeah. Okay, what am I saying? Let's move on. I've only got 2 more favorites. These I've talked about before. Basically, I think my second video that I got here, I should be careful. These are gross. I wear them all the time, but these are the sneakers I bought when I got to Copenhagen. They're just some Adidas. I don't know what style they are, but it doesn't really matter. They're kind of like that fly knit looking thing. But all that matters is that they're sneakers, because every time I try to wear some cute little boots here, my knee starts feeling busted up, and I don't know why. That's actually like not funny because obviously something's wrong. But if I wear these like 4 out of 7 days of the week, 5 out of 7 days of the week, then my knee feels good. So I don't know what that's all about, but I just highly recommend getting some sneakers if you're going to be like studying abroad in Europe, because the cobblestones or something is like jacking up the way my legs have been. So there you go. And last favorite is an obvious favorite, maybe, because I wore it in my last video and you guys If you follow me on Instagram, that's like my favorite thing to say, but follow me on Instagram. Link down in the description. But anyway, you don't have to follow me on Instagram. Don't actually, I'm annoying. But this jacket has made an appearance a couple times and I quite enjoy it. I, like I said, was embarrassed by my sort of just rain jacket that I brought with me here because it's just a raincoat, you know, it's a little boring, it serves its purpose, and it's really not ugly, but I just wanted to feel cool. Guys, sometimes we just want to feel cool. So I went to a store, I believe called New Age here. There's a lot of vintage shops in Newborough, but that's the one I happened to pop into one day. Picked up this jacket. They had a lot of great stuff and I dig it. I like the little front pockets. I keep like my bus pass and I usually have my keys and headphones in there. So it's just, I like a nice utilitarian piece with a lot of pockets that are useful but cool. It's aesthetically pleasing. So that's all I have to say. That concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope it was a little throwback to everything I used to do on this channel and I still want to keep doing, but I just have kind of a schedule planned out with study abroad videos, so those are going to continue. But it seems like you guys are really enjoying them, so I'm not like apologizing for posting them. But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little more casual. So thank you all very, very much for watching and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.